Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Just a quick note, so for all of my taroscopes, I'm always reading for your sun, moon and ascendant signs, and it's always worth checking out all three of those because it's going to give you a clearer picture of how these might pan out for you. I often speak about the astrology and the numerology of the cards as well, and this kind of blends into an amalgamation, and so far it's worked pretty well. Often I will talk about the larger transits that come up as well. So please as well, if you're new, don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that are already continued subbies, you know I love you for it. And as if that weren't enough, if you hadn't noticed, I have a new channel that is dedicated solely to meditations and guided visualizations. If you plan to do more of that for this new year, check it out on the link in the description. I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, you have the Strength card. What is it this week? Or rather, something is going to present itself to you as a true want and need, something that you really feel drawn to is going to present itself this week. And if it does, it's going to be something that comes from the heart space, something that really asks you to have the courage to speak up on something that it is that you truly want. For your actions and options, you have the Four of Swords. What do you do for recreation? What do you do for fun, enjoyment? What do you do for restful pleasure? This is something that you want to give yourself over to this week. Spend as much time as you can in contemplation, because this is where you're going to find some of the answers that you might have to whatever your deepest and truest desires actually are. For your actions and options, remember, this is about what you do and what you choose. And the Four of Swords is about rest. It's about stillness. It's about taking a moment. Check out my meditation channel if you get a moment. Shameless, Rash, shameless. For your communications and conversations, you have the Knight of Cups. This is brilliant, right? And look at this. Something that you've wanted, something that you've waited for a long time, or something that you've really tried to put into motion, or maybe something that you've tried for a long time and hadn't seen the results from. This week, it's almost like it's going to be presented to you. It may not come in the exact packaging that you're aware of. So maybe you're looking for something specific and it shows up in a different, in a different wrapper. Are you going to refuse it just because of that? No, of course not. Your Knight of Cups for me is always an offer, and in your communications, this is somebody coming to you with an offer that is going to fulfill a desire or a want of yours that you've had for a long time, like something that you've really wanted at a heart space level has the chance to come to you this week, and you're going to have to be open because it might not look exactly how you're thinking it will look. Now, for those of you that work for someone else or a company, this would be a really time to, I don't know why, but it's coming up. This would be a really good time to plan a vacation, plan time off, to look at what it is that you want to do with your travel time this year. If and I know, I mean, here in the UK as I'm filming this, we're actually under lockdown at the moment. So, a lot of people are probably like, Raph, but trust me, you want to do this. You want to get this plan in place. For those of you that are solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, you work for yourself, own business, this is great because, again, something that you've wanted or, something that you've truly desired is making itself known. And for those of you that work for somebody else, if you're putting in a request this week, the chances are it will be granted. For those of you that are retired, no longer working for any reason, this week, somebody might ask you for your help and for your assistance. And to be honest with you, this might be something that is already very close to your heart, and it may see you kind of going, oh wow, I wanted to do more of this year, whether it's volunteering, whether it's pottery, whether it's helping in the garden. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could be anything, but it will be something that you'd already kind of said, universe, I want to do more of this year. I like it. For your money and materials, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is just a card of beauty and abundance and having the best material experience that you can have. Coupled with that Four of Swords, this is a great week for you to rest, it's also a great week for you to think about, where do you want to go? Where in the world do you really want to see that you feel like on a deep level is going to set your soul at peace? Give yourself over to that this week, because the chances are you could end up having an experience of a lifetime. It doesn't have to be this week, because of the way that I'm intuiting it is, it's almost like a lot of Scorpios are going to be planning a trip this week for, you know, later down the line, and it's one that could quite possibly be life-changing in a lot of ways. So yeah, fantastic. I mean, what better thing to do with your money, right? For your physical health and vitality, you want to be looking at your knees, your physical skeleton, like all of that. But also, this would be a really good week to work on your physical image. So, you know, maybe not necessarily getting, you know, elective surgeries or Botox or anything like that. It's not a good week for that, just because of the astrology. But for, you know, things that you can do on a personal level, you know, maybe new clothes, maybe you know, maybe new makeup, maybe like anything where you're looking after you know, your physical self will be much enhanced this week. For your home and environment, I love this, because that as a complete picture or motif is just literally you enjoying your home, enjoying your space, enjoying everything that you've created for yourself, whether you're single, whether you're partnered, whether you've got family or not. This is just you having the best experience with all that you have than you could possibly have. This is like a heart overflowing with gratitude kind of energy this week, which is beautiful. So nice to feel that way in your space, right? For your love and relations, you have the Justice card. So for a select few of you, it looks like this could be a week where a final decision is reached. Now, what this might look like for some of you is, you may be asked, like the partner, for those of you that are married or in relationships, partner might be offered something by the way of a new job, maybe a promotion of some sort. Definitely possible. You may be offered some sort of a promotion. Whatever it is, one of you this week is being offered something that could really fundamentally change the experience that you both have going forward. And I love this for you. For those of you that are newly seeing somebody, this week that person may decide that you're the one, or vice versa. Maybe you decide that that person is the one. For those of you that are single, I think you're ready. That's all I'm gonna say. I think you're ready. And this week, don't be surprised if you have at least one offer. That's all I will say. I think it's something that starts small this week may have a very, very big potential. All right, so with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.